Hi, today I wanted to talk to you about creating your support team. Now, you could have a business structure that's a solopreneur or a partnership or a corporation or an LLC, but you're going to need a few partners, strategic partners that are going to help enhance what you do in your business. So the very first one that I'd like to talk about is family. We need family support. We can't do any business without family support because a lot of our time we will be away from our families, or we're stretching ourselves a little thin, especially at the beginning. So our families need to be on board with this. They need to be on time, that we're providing time and we're making sure that we have the ability to create the business. But again, we also have to have that boundary, and we also have to have time for family too. So family needs to be on that number one priority list. The next thing you need is an accountant or a CPA. You need to know where your money is. You need to know what you're spending your money on. You need to have conversations. You need to also have a bookkeeper, unless your accountant is doing it or your CPA is doing it. Now, the first couple years that we had a bookkeeper, there was information on the ledger sheet. I didn't know what it was. And the bookkeeper explained it to me, and I still didn't know what it was. So whoever you choose to actually do the ongoing books, make sure you know what those items are. Because if you can't understand it, you can't watch the health of your business get better. So after about a year and a half or 2 years, I just decided I need a new bookkeeper because I don't understand this one. So I found another bookkeeper. She explains all the stuff to me, all the lines, everything that I needed to know. And I was able to really move my forward business once I figured out what it was that my business needed. Another good person to have on your team is an attorney. They can review your notes, they can review your paperwork, they can help you with questions on your rent and your contracts. So it's good to have somebody do that piece of it. If you're going to hire people, it's also really good to have an HR person on board so that they can give you all the legal stuff in your state for keeping people on board and legally having them there. So you have to have different rules, and there's federal laws that cover that, and there's also state laws that cover that. So if you're going to have employees, make sure that you have an HR, at least an HR consultant. Another person that you're going to need on your team potentially is a banker. Now, when I first met with my banker, I was like, I have no idea what you can do for me. What they helped me with was getting my account set up with the least amount of expenses. They were able to help me create a savings account that had an interest-bearing amount on it. They were able to direct me to other services that I could get at a lower rate that I didn't know about. So having a banker on your team is probably a good idea too, especially if you're looking for owning property or creating a building, buying a building. You might need to have that person on your team. You need a cleaning crew. You should not be cleaning your office and doing all that stuff unless you have a very tiny office, because you could be making money. For the hour that it takes you to clean, you could be making money. So get someone in there to clean your office if it's not already part of your rent. A business coach. You need a business coach, or you need someone who can act as an advisor to you, because there's certain things that come up in business that go up and down and up and down, and you just need someone to be able to kind of help guide you and help lead you in that. Then you need colleagues who you can call for consultation. You need respected, trusted colleagues who, if they had a problem, would come to you. You have a problem, you come to them, and you have that discussion. Make sure you chart it, though. Make sure you document that you've had that discussion. But the idea is that we need people. We need people that are connected in that area. So clinically, we need those folks. When you get a little bit bigger, you may need a VA. They can do some of your social media. They can do some other tasks. They can do videos for you for your procedures. But a VA would be another person. The other things you need are referral sources. You need a steady flow of clients. So you need to create partnerships with other referral sources so that you can continue to get more clients into your office. The other thing you need is you need a partnership with some of your clients in the sense of, who are your clients? You need to figure out who they are so you know who you're targeting. So those are another kind of resource, clients, in knowing who they are to be able to have them attract them to your business. Lastly, I'd like to talk a little bit about insurance. You're going to need different types of insurance at different times in your business. Yes, we're all going to need malpractice. We may need workers' comp insurance if you're hiring employees, but you're also going to need slip and fall insurance. And until I talked to my business or the insurance broker, I didn't know what my business needed. I know we needed this and that. And anyway, he was able to find a whole bunch of things for me, was able to make it really cheap. I got an umbrella coverage for our business, and the whole thing was really simple. And all I do is pay the bill and I'm done. And he does all the legwork about finding which companies are the best for me. And each year he renews that. So I hope that's helpful. Find your support team. You're going to need one because we just can't. It's just not in our wheelhouse to do everything. All right. Take care.